growing economy is business.
Well, let's have a listen to these clippets. Is this another Labour conference thing?
Create jobs and compete with international rivals. With new plants, factories and research labs coming to Britain, not France or Germany or America. But today, we lag well behind our peers for private sector investment as a share of GDP, with tens of billions of pounds less spent on new machinery and new infrastructure. Is that because British people aren't as hardworking?
I tell you what, the politicians, they like to talk a load of rubbish, don't they, when they're trying to get into power.
British businesses, from life sciences to creative industries, from digital to financial services, can and do lead the world. But they have been held back by the chaos and instability of this Conservative government. So Labour will aim to restore investment as a share of our GDP to the level that it was under the last Labour government, and to bring us in line with our peers. Adding an additional £50 billion to our GDP every single year, worth £1,700 for every household in Britain. But we know too that asking businesses...
So how come all these politicians, even the Conservatives now, come up with all these promises, and yet
as our competitors understand,
the country's on the balls of its backside?
Encouraging and de-risking investments in new and growing industries. So we will provide
All the shops are closed, there's now gone on, it's just
national wealth fund.
an absolute mess.
Financial responsibility means knowing
All the asylum seekers coming in by the thousands.
making sure that when you invest, you get the bang for
What
your
planet
buck.
are they on, like?
So we will set that new national wealth fund a target. For every pound of investment that we put in, we will leverage in 3 times as much private investment. And conference, be in no doubt. No matter what political games the Tories are willing to play over our energy transition, no matter how willing
We should
they
have a
are
general election to vote to see. We didn't want any of them in.
investors
Anybody.
and trade unions. No matter how
Run the
many
country
times
ourselves.
short-term political calculation over the security and the prosperity of the British people, Labour will make the long-term decisions and invest in British industry, driving down bills and creating new jobs.
What a load of
Jobs for plumbers, builders and electricians. Jobs for scientists, designers and engineers. In green hydrogen and carbon capture and storage. In Grangemouth, Middlesbrough, Swansea and Hull. In steel, in Sheffield, Scunthorpe and Port Talbot. In offshore wind, in Fife, in Plymouth and Newport. Making electric car batteries in Coventry, Sunderland and in Blyth. And jobs retrofitting homes in Keighley, Rochester and Warrington, and in every village, town and city across our great country. Ready to serve, ready to lead, ready to rebuild Britain.
Rebuild Britain? All the hotels getting filled up with asylum seekers from Uganda and Bangladeshi and all that. Shops closing, dropping like flies. Wilkinson's gone, B&M's are closing. It's like looking like ground zero around all your towns and all your cities. There's just nothing happening. Fuel gone through the roof, shopping gone through the roof, prices. People are just not earning the money. People that can't spend the money.
In fact, the single biggest obstacle to building infrastructure, to investment and to growth in this country is the Conservative
What a load of rubbish.